All right, guys, so why is this a must pull? Well, if you're going for the fusion, then you can't miss any events, so you literally have to pull during this or you're going to fail the fusion. So I'll show the champions in just a moment, but today is the 13th. So March 13th, you should have at least 2 of the rares. I'd say 3 to be safe. But if you want to finish the entire fusion, you can skip 4 events. If you go for the epic at the bottom, personally, I would recommend limiting to like 3 events because you may end up slipping up and skipping one by accident. But if you're going to go for everything except for the epic, then you got to do every single event. So basically tomorrow during the summon rush, you're going to have to do this whether you're going for the epic or just for the rare. Now, as far as what champions we have during this event, we have the following boosted. So this is going to be a 15x progressive chance event. Sorry, I didn't have that part in the screenshot. Let me go ahead and just take this real quick. We'll go ahead and open up this image to not leak the content creator stuff. Okay, this Friday, March 14th, we're planning to launch a progressive chance event, giving you 15x chance to summon the champions of your choice from the selected Ancient, Primal, Sacred, and Voids. A chance to summon these champions. Remember, non-Void Affinity champions are very difficult to get during these events. Void is still difficult, but it's more possible. So we have Elva Autumnborn, Duchess, Glycad, Pythion, and Highkeeper Prisma. From this list, personally my favorites that I would want most would be Glycad, but I'd say Duchess, Glycad, Elva are all absolutely incredible. Pythion's really good as well. Honestly, any of these could be amazing. Glycad, I'd say, is better version of Duchess for Hydra. Duchess is an incredible champion for the arena, incredible for Hydra, incredible for Chimera as well. Pythion's very good for Chimera, brings a cleanse. Same thing with Elva. Both Python and Elva, I'd say, are probably better in Chimera than Duchess and Glycad as well. But Glycad, given that damage boost, very nice to have. I would actually love to have a Glycad on my account. Do an account takeover right now, but on my account, I would love to have this champion. A freeze on the A1, increase attack, and perfect veil. He has a revive, but the reason why he's so good for Hydra is because he's going to increase the damage your champions deal by 10%. So, assuming they're under perfect veil, my Trenda team could definitely use him, and it would be very nice to have. So, doesn't have the damage reduction that Duchess has, but still has an awesome kit. Now, speaking of Chimera champions, we have the Chimera champion. If you have Senna, you have a Chimera team. It doesn't really matter what else you have a Chimera team just because you have this champion. She is so absurdly, I guess, overpowered. She is like the Trenda of Hydra, but for Chimera. So what her passive does is whenever a continuous heal buff activates on any ally, fills the turn meter of all allies by 5%. At the end of this champion's turn, increases the duration of a continuous heal buff on a random ally except for this champion by 1 turn. But then her A1 has a chance to activate continuous heal. Her A2 is going to place increased speed and 2 continuous heal buffs on all allies for 2 turns. Also, turn meter boost by 20%. Basically, she's causing you to get way more turns than any other champion would cause you to get. So she is an incredible champion to have. I will probably pull some voids and hope to get her. Remember, this is the Player Realm 6th anniversary. In other words, they're looking for some birthday gifts. So some good deals on voids, good deals on other shards will probably be expected, to be honest. Sulfurion, an amazing champion for PvE content, amazing champion for PvP content, really just a top tier champion. I'd say Sulfurion and Marichka. Marichka is definitely a higher tier for PvP. She is used in some PvE areas. Sulfurion is an amazing champion for all areas, and Senna is top tier for Chimera. So it's really just whichever one you're looking for. If you're looking for a partner for your Taras, Marichka could be incredible. She's a very good champion to counter some bomb champions in the arena. Maybe you already have a good Chimera team. Maybe Marichka is a better option for you. But all 3 of these Void Affinity champions, nobody's going to complain about getting one unless they already have a +4 and don't need any other copies. And then for the epics, we have Rectodrath, Tagore, Ugo. Also amazing epic champions. Ugo being very good in Hydra teams well into Nightmare. Tagore, awesome epic champion as well, bringing the res. I believe he's an Ogren tribe or maybe an Orc. I'm not for sure which one, I forget. But he's one of these 2, and he's so good. Awesome, awesome champion. Orc or Ogren? Orc or Ogren? That is the question today. Where are you at, my boy Tagore? I don't know. They had to ask Ash for this one. Let's see, though. Hopefully he has him in here. But I know he brings an increased speed. I used him not too long ago. There we go. Tagore. He's an Orc. There we go. Very nice. He brings an A1 increased defense with the ally with the lowest current HP, an A2 AoE hit, which maybe you could put him in a stun set or provoke set for some extra control in the waves. He's a very good champion for faction wars, very good for just general progression. A heal by 15% of this champion's max HP, meaning you can build him with a lot of HP, get a bigger heal, plus the increased speed, and then a res with a shield also, and then decrease the damage received by allies with 50% HP or less. So just a beast of a champion for actually getting you through content. And then, of course, Rector Drath, which is an awesome champion for Hydra. Not a Duchess, not a Glycad, nothing like that. But if you don't have Inquisitor Shamel and you need a champion to get you through the Head of Torment and dealing with that, Rector Drath is an incredible champion. The Perfect Veil, the continuous heals, the res, the decreased attack on the A1. She has uses in more stuff than just Hydra. That decreased attack has come in handy plenty of times when I do account takeovers. So tomorrow, you're going to have to pull for stuff. Godseeker and Cardinal. Cardinal is really good for Arena for some specific teams. But I'd say, hands down, Godseeker is far more viable in far more areas. If you don't have Godseeker, she's worth getting, especially for Sand Devil content. But even past Sand Devil, if you have like a Wixwell for Clan Boss, Godseeker slots in there perfect for the buff extension stuff. So when pulling for this stuff, what I would pull for tomorrow, Highkeeper Prisma is a cool champion, I believe, but I've not seen him used with great success. Right here, double hit on the A1. I'm not going to go through his kit because I'll probably undervalue him, honestly. But I think that the other champions in the pool are just better. Elva's really good. Actually, they're all really good. All 4 of these champions are really good. If you got any of them, if you didn't have any of these champions and you were to pull any of these champions, I can almost guarantee that you're going to use one of these 4 champions. But remember, the chance of actually getting a non-void champion, like a ancient primal or sacred shard champion, from these events are extremely low. 15x chance when you have 100 plus or hundreds of legendaries is very, very low to get. Now the voids, the luck is a little bit different here. You definitely have a higher chance to get stuff here. But remember, there could be a guaranteed void coming around the corner, so be careful with how much void charge you actually spend. Now, between Senna, Sulfurion, and Marichka, personally, I want to improve my Chimera teams, so Senna would be amazing for me. But once again, if you are missing any of these champions, any you choose are going to be great. Sulfurion's awesome for so many areas. I mean, it's a great event. However, it's a 15x, so the chance of you actually getting something is low, but you're going to have to pull anyways. If you're going for the fusion, which I definitely recommend you guys going for, you're going to have to pull. So assuming if you've missed all the events so far, you can still get the fusion. So you're not out, you're not done. You could even miss one more event and still be okay. But I'd say at this point is now time to buckle down and actually finish all the events from here on out, and you're going to be able to finish it. But you got to remember, you're also going to have to train these champions, these rares, up to 4-star, level 40, and you have to get them fully ascended, and then you can actually do the fusion. So right here, 4-star level 40, doing good. He has 4 already, so of course you could be further along. But for me, like, this event ends Friday morning, but it's actually Thursday, basically, because I'm going to go to sleep and wake up and it's going to be done. So I need to make sure that's finished for my account. But either way, guys, let me know what champion you're going for during this event. And best of luck. Let me know if you've changed your mind on the fusion. Let me know if you're still on the fence. If you're still on the fence, swing by the stream. I will probably not be live, actually, so never mind that. This video has to go out probably after my live is done. But either way, I'll be live tomorrow between about 10 a.m. to about 12 p.m., maybe a little bit later, doing some account work. But either way, guys, thank y'all for watching. Best of luck. I'll catch you all in the next one.